Hey y'all. So I just want to tell you guys that Kaiser Vallejo in Vallejo, California has the worst radiology techs that I have ever experienced in my life. So yesterday morning, my husband had to take me to the hospital like 3 o'clock in the morning yesterday. Well, he took me at like maybe 12 o'clock. And they I told him that I had already spoke to the advice nurse, and they actually wanted me to call an ambulance. But I said, no, my husband will take me. I didn't think that it was ambulance ride necessary. So my husband took me. We get there, and I'm having chest pains in the front of my chest that was radiating to my back and on my left arm a little bit. I'm freaked out. I this was the one time that I was freaked out, but I was like, is it my asthma? Because asthma, you can have chest pains when you have asthma also. And I didn't have any of the other heart attack symptoms like nausea, sweating, shortness of breath, moving around, making the pain worse. Like the pain was not getting worse, it was staying the same. So my husband took me to the hospital. I get there, they do a EKG and took my blood and had me go back out in the waiting room. I sat out there for an hour before they called me to the back. Now, I guess it got really busy because in the waiting room, you can see the ambulances coming. The way this hospital is designed from the waiting room, you can see the ambulances pulling in to the parking area. So I did notice that it was a lot of ambulances coming in. So they did get busy. And then they had a 5150 situation. It was a lot. It was a lot going on. And so when they did bring me to the back, the nurse, apologized profusely for me having to um, sit in the waiting room for so long. But I had sat in the waiting room for an hour with no pain, medication, or anything. And, um, I dealt with that. So I get to the back and the doctor comes in. It didn't take, him that long to come in. And he did right away order me some pain meds and nausea meds. And he wanted me to have a chest x-ray. So the transport people came. Now, normally, when you're in the emergency room, they bring the chest x ray to you. They have a little machine when they're able to just do the chest x ray from the bed. But they didn't do that this time. They took me to radiology on the gurney. So she rolled the gurney down to radiology. And then she left. She walked out the room. She just rolled me straight into the where the machine was, and she left. The transport lady, and it was a man, the radiology tech, was a man. He didn't introduce himself or nothing. He just took the railing down off the bed and was like, go over there. Just like I just said it. So I get out the bed and go over there. Then he was like, face the machine. Because, I didn't know which direction are you taking the x-ray. You take it from the back, the front, well, I don't know, child. The side, because I didn't have them take views from all kind of angles. So I'm just standing there like, what do I do? Face the machine. I'm not saying anything. I'm just standing there quiet. So I turn around and face the machine. And he said, put your arms up here. So I just put my arms on the machine because I didn't know where to put them. Because he just said, put your arms up here. So I just put my arms up on the machine and he was like, no, grab the railings. I didn't know there was no railings there to grab because I'm 5'2". The machine is taller than me. So I'm reaching around back the machine and I feel one with my right hand and I assumed that there was another one. So I, reached back there and grabbed it. So when I did that, he walks to the back, back there where the technicians go, that barrier between you and the radiation and heat. Hold your breath. So I held my breath and, he did it and then he was like, you can breathe. So then he comes back out and he was like, turn to the left. So I turned my body and I guess I didn't turn my hips the way that he wanted. And instead of him saying, I'm going to move your hips slightly, he just grabbed my hips and pushed me, pulled me, positioned me the way he wanted. I'm having chest and back pain. You couldn't just tell me I'm gonna move and I could have helped you move instead of you just putting your hands on me and moving me the way you wanted. Now, mind you, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm in pain. I'm not feeling well at all. They had just gave me some Tylenol and some nausea medicine. I'm kind of like, I was kind of feeling like I was already moving in slow motion. And this man is like barking at me. He's being rude, you know. So after he took the pictures, he was like, okay, that's it. You're done. So I get back on the gurney and he puts the railing up and just wheels me out in the hallway and left. He ain't said transportation coming, nothing. That was the rudest experience I have ever had. I'm going to keep it short because I'm going to put this on TikTok. So I'll be back in a minute.